one of my biggest challenges has been being okay with my new body. I really struggled. I think it was like 20 weeks when I really started to get a bit bigger and none of my clothes were fitting. That was really tough for me. I had a few tears and then I eventually got over it. You know, and then you get into the space of, wow, I can really feel my child now. He's kicking, he's there, I'm doing this for a purpose. I've invited the soul to share my body for 9 or 10 months, and I kind of made peace with that, and then went shopping, got some new clothes, and got over myself. So that was actually quite a big thing for me, because you know, having a stomach like this and not being able to fit into your jeans can be depressing at the best of times. So that was really something that I had to deal with. That was probably one of my biggest challenges. And then just trying to balance the stress of a business with the pregnancy, because I want to try and be as calm and as quiet and as peaceful as I can, and to talk to my son, communicate with him. But while you're trying to run a business and there's so many other things going on, there is cortisol and adrenaline running through my body, which is not something that I want to have for an extended period of time. I want my child to feel oxytocin, love hormones, and happiness, and know that he's coming into a peaceful environment. So I think that's managing the stress has been quite bad as well, quite challenging. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that stress and alcohol and smoking have the same effects on a pregnancy. So it is quite a serious thing that you do need to try and manage. Impossible to get away from, but manage as best as you can when you have to get on with work and your daily life. So my business is going on 8 years old now, and I've worked very hard to get it to this point, and I'm fortunate to have a wonderful team behind me now that is fairly stable, and everyone knows what they're doing and they get on with it. I have put myself at the forefront of this business though, in the sense that I'm on the floor, I chat to customers, I'm available to them, and I think that is going to be the most challenging thing, is people still want to see you and engage. So yes, I'm going to try and take as much maternity leave as I can, and I'm going to try and not be a mom that breastfeeds while you're on your phone doing emails and Instagramming and things. But we do live in the modern world, and things need to be done, and if you're breastfeeding, that's awesome. So do what you need to do otherwise to get your life sorted and to manage your work. So I'm going to try and be as hands-on as I can as a mom, and I think that this environment here at Leafy Greens is so conducive to having a child though. It's casual. If my baby was in a wrap on me, or if I was holding my baby and still engaging with customers, I don't think that would be a problem. I think they'd almost appreciate that you just take your child and get on with life, and it becomes part of you, and your whole life doesn't have to stop because you've had a child. And there's billions of women that have given birth and gone back to work and continued their life, so that does happen. However, I would prefer to not be one of those moms that has to leave their child at home the whole day with a carer and go off to work, and I'm very blessed that I am not going to be one of those. So if I am in the office, the child can be next to me in the pram, or with me at work, around the gardens and that, with a carer for a few hours while I'm at work. So that's the plan. I think life happens while we make our plans, so we'll see how that goes, and how that really needs to be managed. But yeah, I think that life couldn't be better for me now in this state to have a child, and my parents live on the property, and my family's around, so there's a lot of support, and I think that it should be a beautiful thing. Yeah. So I think my life is about a change. I know it's about a change in a big way, but like I said before, so many women have done this and integrated it into their lives, but I am so blessed to have been able to fall pregnant so quickly and so easily, and I credit that to being healthy and working on my diet and things for many years, and my fitness. but I'm so excited to just hold my baby, and life is about procreation and families and togetherness, and I'm just so excited to be a mom. I've always wanted to just be a good wife and be a good mom and be a good person and have a family and sit around a dinner table together and raise a child and educate a child. So I'm really excited about everything that it's going to bring. I know it's going to be hard. I know there's going to be sleepless nights. Having the home birth is going to be intense. So, you know, there's a lot that one has to kind of give up or change in your life to be a mother and to have a family. But I'm really excited for that, and I think I'm 32 now, so I think I'm really ready for it. My husband's 37, so there's a lot of consciousness that's gone into the whole thing, and a lot of like putting ourselves in that space and going, okay, well, that's what we're going to do, and that's what, when you have to wake up, and this is really what's going to happen, and how our life is going to change, not just a blind, you know, kind of thing that you're moving into. It's really, it has been quite planned and thought out, so as much as one can do. So yeah, just excited about all aspects of it. And my grandmother, both of my grandmothers are still alive. One is 88 and one's 80. And they're going to be great grandmothers, so I'm really so excited for them, and obviously for my parents and for my parents-in-law. So we've got a big family that's all so excited to welcome this child. So there's going to be a lot of love and support, which I'm extremely grateful for. So yes, I think that most people should have a plan B. I think it's quite irresponsible to not have it. That said, I think it's important to focus on what you really want in your birth and really start to envision it and see that happening. But yes, so we have a birthing pool that we're renting for home with a midwife and a doula, and then we have a hospital on standby, and I've met with my gynae, and I've spoken to her about the birth plan and what will happen if we do have to be rushed in. If, for example, I'm 7 centimeters dilated and then it stops and the baby goes into distress, or we find out at that point that the cord is wrapped around his neck, or he's breech or something like that, which hopefully we'll know beforehand if he's breech. But if we are in that last minute situation, then I do have a hospital that will take me. I do have medical aid, and we'll have a cesarean section. And I just spoke about a gentle cesarean section with my gynae. So what does that mean for me? That means that the cord will be delayed. There'll be delayed cord clamping, that they won't take my child away from me and feed it or inject it with anything until I've kind of decided what we want to do there, and wash it and have that separation between myself and the child. So that's what I term as a gentle cesarean. So, you know, one has an ideal, and then obviously if the child is in serious distress and I'm bleeding and there's problems, then, you know, you need to just do what needs to be done to get the child out safely and stitch me up and make sure that we're both alive. So I guess there's plan A, B, C, D, but it's important to have those plans and things in place. So I think it's an amazing experience, and life is definitely going to change, but it's very exciting, and I'll be doing another video maybe when the baby's 1 or 2 months old, once things have settled. So if you have any other questions that you feel that I haven't covered today in this video, then please leave them in the comment section below, and we'll try and cover that in the next video. And yeah, just such an exciting time for us, and to all the other moms out there who are going through the same thing or who are planning to do the same thing. Yeah, let me know if I can be of any assistance, and I hope that this has been a bit inspiring and informative. And love yourself, love your baby, and enjoy the process.